You are tainted, unworthy, pitiful. But you may yet be saved. I proffer you a chance to break free from those constraints. Merely step forth from the darkness. Come to me, my child. Where am I? I don't remember anything. O mighty Malhalla, Lord and Master of Destruction, I see you've become quite attached to that form, hopelessly weak though it may be. Perhaps a few sacrificial lambs will allow you to see the truth. Ugh, what's happening to me?
Yes, more. Give me more.
That voice. Ugh, what's going on? As you wish. My head. I feel dizzy. Something's not right. Ah! Yes, I can feel it. I need more. More! What's happening to me? I'm fading away. Fading away? Not at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. You must do away with that pathetic shell so that you may return to your true form. Huh? Where did these bodies come from? Lulu, Rosie, Anessa, who did this to you? Has it not dawned on you yet? You killed them, Malhalla. You! Nothing whets the appetite more than a few freshly sacrificed souls. Would you not agree? I killed them? No, you liar! I would never! Never! Oh, but you did. Pity them not. The fools are more useful in death than they ever were in life. They died so that you may be reborn. This is an honor barely comprehensible to such base creatures such as they. You tricked me. I'll make you pay for this with your life. Tran, how did you... No, I never meant to. This can't be happening. Yes, it is exactly as I envisioned. Your mind has been cleansed of all the repugnant memories that it had accumulated. Now, Malhalla, arise once more as our Lord and Master of Destruction. Arise! Tran, please. Help me. Malhalla, the origin of oblivion. This is bad. Help! Help! Somebody save me before I goo myself. There's nowhere left to goo. Came to rescue me, thanks! Wait, are you a Gooman? What are you doing here? Was this not what I was supposed to do? Maybe I was supposed to jump. Maybe I was supposed to jump around. You're searching for your friend. Are they a Gooman like you? I'd love to help, but I can't say if there's any other Goomans around here. Sorry. Wow, looks like we don't have time to chew the splat. We've been spotted. We'll be squished if we stay here much longer. I just don't understand how something so gruesome could happen here. This is supposed to be the promised land. Oh, pardon me for blubbering on. Come on, let's bounce. Luckily, I'm pretty good at that. Wait, what are you two doing up there? Don't you realize the danger you're in? Get down here this instant. Come on, move your bones. Like to restore everything back to the way it was. We'll be squished, we'll be squashed, we'll be splattered. Wait a sec, you're a human. What's a fleshy fiend like you doing here? State your business. What did you say? You're a builder. You've not come to launch an attack on Hargon's unholy realm, have you? Sorry, but the rules say no builders allowed in the Promised Land. Now stay still while I disconnect your head bone from your neck bone. I don't have time for that. Well, I'll be squashed, squished, and squished before you have a chance to disconnect anything from anything else. Maybe you're right. In that case, we better back you to a spot where I can do the job safely. I know just the place. Follow me. Come on, follow me. Come with me, I know the perfect place to chop your block off. We'll be nice and safe there, so you don't need to worry one bit. Hello, our friend's back again. Watch out for that thing, it's armed and dangerous. Look, look, look! Who's that trapped in that hole? Somebody help! 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 I can't escape! There's no way out! What a plonker, he must have fallen and get all flustered. Oh well, there's nothing we can do for him now. You want to save him? Are you completely doodle-living? You do realize that's a monster, don't you? The natural nemesis of a human like you? You're a weird one, alright. I can't believe a human like you wants to rescue a monster. You're bonkers. Well, hurry up and get it over with. Help, help, how do I escape? I don't want to die in this sinking hole. Get a grip, will you? What are those wings for? You can just fly out. Huh? Oh yeah, so I can. Thanks for pointing that out. I was in a bit of a tizzy just then. Don't thank me. Thank this monster-loving freak. I would have left you down there, but this numbskull insists on helping. Humans are an odd bunch. Anyway, I'm leading these two to a safe place. You might as well tag along. Don't want you falling in any more holes, do we? Thanks for rescuing me. I was all deaf and confused after I got stuck. I spotted some enemy. Terrifying. That's the place, just up ahead. We'll be out of harm's way in there. Come on. Phew, I thought I was finished for sure. So, is this the place? I've never seen anything quite like it. Looks like an old junkyard with these broken bits and blobs laying around. Tran, was it? I'm Aristoplato. Thanks for rescuing me before. And I'm Grimville. If you hadn't saved me from that hole, I'd probably still be stuck there. The name's Griswold. Sergeant Griswold to you. Now we've got all our introductions out of the way, it's time to get down to business. Seeing as we're all safe and sound, I can finally get around to severing your skull from your shoulders. Wait, Griswold. He came here to find his friend, not to squish us. Let's hear him out. Your friend's called Malhalla. Have I seen him? I can't say I know anyone who goes by that name. Alright, I won't kill you. I couldn't live with myself if I killed someone who's only trying to save his buddy. I'll kill you after you saved him instead. It's only fair. And just so you know, this place is bone dry when it comes to materials. Your building trickery won't fly here, so don't try anything funny. Leave him alone, Griswold. There's a much greater threat that we should be worrying about. Those enormous arms. What about those shadowy monsters? I've been sensing an incredible destructive power in the air recently. Call it a feeling in my bones. But I reckon there might be a connection with what's going on now. What's that? Before we start getting into all that's going on around here, you want to know where here is? Well, let me tell you. This planet is nothing more than a tiny blob of goo floating in a sea of nothingness, the unholy promised land, reserved for the children of Hargoon's monster minions. High Priest Hargoon says we're to wait here until salvation comes, but if things continue like they are, we'll be splattered before that slime ever arrives. Try not to get so upset, Aristotle. I think I've just realized something very important. Now the confusion, I forgot how hungry I was. Can you make me something to eat, Tran? That's the oh so important thing you realize? Oh, throw me a bone. And why are you asking favors from ability? He's supposed to be the enemy. You wouldn't know the first thing about food. You don't even have a stomach. If I'm going to die, then I want us to have a last meal. Tran, if you can find some vial of ice and stick them on a bonfire for a bit, I'm sure it'd make for an appetizing snack. You should find plenty of vial vines outside. They're the squirming plants that look like tentacles. Once you got some, just cook them up on a bonfire for a bit. I want to see what stormy dish you can turn them into. I'm starving. I'm so scared I think I've turned this jelly. Wobble wobble. What's going on around here? I want you to roast me some wild vines on a bonfire. My stomach's really rumbling. I find a load of them growing outside. Look for the wiggling plants. Just thinking about food has me salivating. I won't execute you just yet, but once you find your friend, your head's heading straight for the chop. That looks yummy. Who'd guess you could rustle up into this plate of delicious tentacles entirely from Cell's vine? I can't wait to get stuck in, may I? No. Hey, you really shouldn't give people's hopes up like that. It's me. Oh, if you see it in your heart to help a poor starving gremlin, I'll be just waiting here for a portion of that thropsis to go to Telly. Yay, Thinketh! Given what you had to work with, I'm impressed you managed to make such a well-warming meal. This stuff is high heaven, and it tastes still bitter. It's absolutely delicious. You should really try sometime. You won't be disappointed. Warning, building activity detected. Warning, building activity detected. Bleep, bleep, bloop. What? Did you hear that noise? What's going to happen to us? You heard that noise, right, Tran? I can't stop wiggling with fear. I'm sure it came from somewhere in the room. It put my mind at ooze if you could help me find out what made it. We'll be safe here for the time being, I hope. There's no response, it's just pile of scrap metal. Not making any noise. Let's keep going and check somewhere else. There's no response, it's just pile of scrap metal. Neat, neat. Life signs detected. Execute reboot program. Reboot cancelled. Commencing system shutdown. Blue. Nothing to hear here. Let's go and check elsewhere. Beep bloop. Reboot program initiated. Accessing data cache. Please wait. Bleep bleep. Reboot program failed. Insufficient power remaining. Please recharge fuel cells and try again. Blue. Well, that's easier said than done. And where are we going to get the energy to recharge them from? Energization station blueprint. Okay, I need to just assemble some pipes to point to him. Wow, what's that? Is it a blueprint? So you connect the pipes to transfer energy from the broken killing machine into the working one? You're a genius. If it's pipes you're after, this room's got plenty. There's only one way to find out if this is going to work. Let's give it a splot. If it's pipes you're after, there are plenty here in this room. They're not being oozed or anything, so help yourself. Is this really going to work? Do the broken killing machines have enough energy left over to recharge the working one? I always want to start from the top. Power source detected. Commencing energy transfer. Power systems fully operational. Initializing reboot program. Bleep bleep. Reboot successful. Bleep bloop. Greetings. Assault Android number 04H at your service. You can call me Noah. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for mending the robot, Tran. You builders really are stupendous. Estimating time spent offline. Computation failed. What happened here? High turbulence detected in aura field. Searching memory banks. Possible match found. Has Doomsday come already? What's up with that breath rocket? Not to me, the circuits are fried. Zzz, bleep bleep. Rudeness detected. I would merely like to refresh my database with the latest available information. Please tell me what happened here. Databanks updated. Malhalla under attack from giant arms and shadow monsters. It is as my calculations predicted. Doomsday has come. You keep blubbering on about this Doomsday, but what does that even mean? Doomsday is the day we are doomed to die. The day everything returns to nothing. The end of the world as we know it. The destruction is already on an advanced stage. This facility may not be safe for much longer. The giant arms will be searching for any remaining life form. They will destroy this place and exterminate us all. They found us! Wibble wobble. Shadow Fiends won't be far behind. We've got our backbones to the wall here. We'll have to fight our way out. Shadow Fiends have found us. They're about to launch a split attack. Bleep bleep. Warning. Threat detected. Monster attack imminent. Looks like that arm's brought an army of Shadow Fiends along. We'll have to break through their lines and make our escape. It's the only way out. Well, Builder, are you ready to fight to save your skin and my bones? No. Well, hurry up and get ready, will you? We need all the bodies we can get for this battle. This is bad. Really bad. We need to fight off those Shadow Fiends or we'll be done for. I'm gonna take the forge stuff with me. I'll leave it for now. Yes. I hope you mean that, Tran. I won't pretend to understand what's going on around here, but one thing's for sure, I'm not giving up without a fight. Here, take this. It's half eaten, but I'm sure I didn't slobber on it too much. Scoff it down if you get hurt. It'll make you feel better. I know another place where we might be able to take a refuge and rest our weary bones. It's a last resort, but it should be safer than here. At some point I got level 31. Tran reaches level 31, maximum HP increase. Enemies exterminated. It feels good to give my ball bearings a spin after so long. You may be a bony little human builder, but you fight like a monster. Are you really that intent on finding your buddy? By the way, Guru Oswald, where's this new safe place that you said we can make our getaway to? The Haven of Hargon. It's called an unholy hovel of hatred high atop a hill. With the workshop destroyed, there's nowhere safer for miles around. Stupendous idea. That's where Helen will be. An impious priestess like her will know what to do. Well then, shouldn't we get going? Slime is of the essence. You're coming along too, aren't you, Tran? Yeah? You came to look for your friend, not hide away in some haven? But you'll be mashed to mush if you stay here. Leap loop. Calculating Tran survival odds. Warning. Warning. Extremely low chance of survival. Abort mission. Repeat. Abort mission. So is this gonna be my base, then, if I say no? It's far too dangerous to stay here, Tran. Let's go to the Haven of Hargoon. Warning, warning. Chances of survival if you stay here alone. Minimum. Proceed to the Haven of Hargoon immediately. The Haven of Hargoon isn't too far away. It's at the top of the hill, mind you, but we'll be safe once we get there. You really won't come with us, Tran? But you'll die for certain if you stay here. Leave him. He's made up his mind. Besides, humans and monsters are mortal enemies. Trust me, it's better if we go our separate ways. Come on, Tran. When we get to the Haven of Hargoon, we can ask Helen if she knows anything about your buddy. She's bound to have heard something. She's one of the wisest priestesses the Hills of Hargoon have got. Grimville's spot on, Tran. It can't hurt to ask. Besides, I don't want us to say goodbye yet. No. Don't be like that. Come on, we'll all go together. What do you say? Fine. My one weakness. Yes or no questions. Goo-wee. The first thing we'll do when we get there is ask about your friend. Helen is really clued up on all the comings and goings around here. Alright, then. I suppose you can come with us. Just stick close and follow me. I've got some things to do then. Hey. Give me that. Move your bones. What in the world is that? It's sucking everything in. Data analysis in progress. Warning, warning. Super high density gravitational globule detected. Do not make contact. There's no telling what might have that thing slurp us up. Does this mean we can't go any further? We're going to have to risk it. There's no other way through. Just watch where you're walking and don't get any closer to that thing than you have to. Did the hunter mech just get swallowed in? Where's everyone else? They'll probably catch up. Come on, you lazy bones, try to keep up. I assume that they'll warp in. Danger, danger, warning, warning. Look out, the enormous arm's back. This is going to smart. Griswold! Please ignore my leg smarts. Oof, that arm really packs a wallop. I don't know if I can walk. You go on ahead, I'll only slow you down. Don't worry about me, I'm undead. They can't kill me twice. Now get going. Eh? You'll never leave a man behind? Ha! You're talking crazy again. I don't want to leave you either, Griswold. Besides, I think I know the way from here. As long as we can take it slowly, you can make it. Follow me, everyone. You okay, Griswold? It's this way. Griswold, are you still with us? Good. The Haven of Hargan is just up this way. All we have to do is climb up. Warning, path terminates ahead. Progress impeded. How are we going to get across? How do we get across? The Haven of Hargan is just at the top of this cliff, but how are we supposed to get across that gap? Where, that? Where the sand is? You made a bridge. That's super duper. The Haven of Hargan awaits. Huh. Yet again, you and your building skills saved the day. Maybe builders aren't so bad after all. Come on, Griswold. Stop standing around. The Haven of Hargan is far now. Keep the arms back to splash us again. Watch out. No! Griswold! He's gone, and he's never coming back. Oh, Griswold. He has left us to return to the great server in the cloud. May his data live long in our memory. Now we must proceed to the Haven of Hargan. I'm sorry it had to end like this, Griswold. It's this way. Is this the Haven of Hargan? But this place is in ruins. Life form detected. Could that be Helen? Further information required. Who dares disturb my prayer? Know you not the name of Helen the Horrible? No. Nay, you say? Well then allow me to introduce myself. I am Helen, one of the 3 cardinals of the children of Hargan. Is there something you require of me? Speak up. Oh, great and glorious Helen, please save us. Everything's being squished and squashed and we don't have anywhere else to go. Save you. But my child, why ever would I need to do that? This destruction will be your salvation. Rejoice, my children, for doomsday is here at last. The end of all things will soon be upon us. The world will be destroyed. The children of Hargan with it, all at the unholy hand of the Lord and Master of Destruction. No, that's not right. It's not everything that gets obliterated, is it? I mean, I knew that the Master of Destruction was going to reawaken. He's only supposed to wipe out the old world, isn't he? Not everything. The Master shall leave no stone unturned in his quest for destruction, and then all of those stones shall be destroyed. There is no escape. We can talk all we like, but it won't make a difference. Maybe it'd be easier if we just gave up to Ghost. I can't believe you're saying that. You've forgotten about Tran, our resident builder. If anyone can get us out of this squeeze, he can. What? Did you say that this boy is a builder? If this is true, then you are the nemesis of our Lord and Master. I should sacrifice you upon this altar here and now. No, Helen. If Gloomsday is approaching to finish us all off anyway, then won't you let us look after Tran until it's time to say goodbye? We promise he'll be goo. Come on, Tran, let's have a look around and see if there's anything useful that might get us out of this sticky situation. Destruction will be our salvation. Doomsday cannot come soon enough. There must be something useful nearby. Come on, Tran. Maybe there's something useful nearby that will stop us from getting splattered when Doomsday comes. What have you found there? I've never seen a table like that before. Very curious. Ah yes, that old thing. It has been sat there for as long as I can remember. The Master of Destruction bestowed his righteous ruination upon our haven. I thought he would lay waste to that worthless table too. But as his mighty arm was poised to strike, it hesitated, or so it seemed. Perhaps I was imagining things. Anyway, as you can see, the table remains unscathed. That's Malhara's old weapon. Huh? What's that thing leaning against it? It's glowing. What is that, Tran? Some kind of club? And to think you made it using only the junk we found on the beach. You're amazing! Thanks, Tran. This club is the best present anyone's ever given me. What's this? Did you make me a new weapon? Thanks, I love it. I'll use this one from now on, but I'll keep hold of the oaken club you made me too. After all, it's the first thing you ever made me. I suppose it's got sentimental value. Are you right, Tran? Does that club mean anything to you? More importantly, why is it glowing? Maybe if you picked it up.
Yay!
Can I equip it now that I'm level 31? That sludgel is the same one you made for this friend of yours? It belongs to your friend. I very much doubt that. Explain yourself. You came here in search of Malroth. What trickery is this, builder? How could you possibly know that name? Malroth, is he your friend too, Helen? That would be a coincidence. Only the upper echelons of the children of Hargon are supposed to know his name. How could a human like you possibly have heard it? Do not try to deceive me, urchin. It is unfathomable to think that the Master of Destruction would ever befriend one such as you. Ah, darn. Let's chuck some stuff in here. Think I should build? Nah. Tran, are you really friends with the Master of Destruction? I'll be flabbergasted if you are. No. I'm not sure I could take that answer seriously. How else would you know his name? Come on, tell me the truth. No way, a Gooman like you friends with the Master. Can you introduce us? Don't be so gullible, Apollo. Of course they're not friends. Listen here, Tran. You shouldn't play silly jokes on impressionable young flying. Griswold's dead. The haven of Hargon is in ruins. Future as ever been. And all you want to do is cause mischief. Don't listen to him, Tran. I believe you. I know you wouldn't go around spreading lies. You're a builder, right? Isn't there something you can slap together that might stop everyone from being so grumpy? Think does not compute. How will you make anything without materials? This place is barren. Ah, I know. Maybe you can ooze this. It's a bit of me. If it helps you save us from Groomsday, I'll give all the oil in my blobby body. Air overflow detected in selfless sensors. Recalculating. Grumpiness reduction plan determined. Maybe this place was a little brighter. It might help to defrag everyone's mood. Sounds like a grand idea to me. There are 4 sconces in the Haven's ruin that ooze to burn brightly, but they've all been blown out. If only we had a way to relight them. We need to brighten this place up. There are 4 sconces in the Haven's ruin that ooze to burn brightly, but they've been blown out. Maybe you could make a torch on that workbench to relight them. Ooh-wee. This is superb, Tran. You redid all the sconces. Huh? Stupendous! The whole area around the haven is lit up now. Now everybody is bound to start feeling sunnier. What is the meaning of this, builder? Such behavior is forbidden in the Promised Land. For a human, worse, a builder, to kindle this beautiful blue flame of the monsters. This will not do. I agree to spare you of horror, but maybe we would all be better off if I were to extinguish your life before Doomsday comes. Wait just a second. Tran, now that things are a bit brighter, I can see the light again. In more ways than one. Perhaps our outlook isn't as bleak as I feared. The builder's tricks have poisoned your mind too. Very well, I will let nature run its course, but do not be surprised if the Master seeks to punish you. Thanks, Tran. The ground where the haven used to stand is looking much brighter now. I even think it's lifted everyone's spirits a little. I know I accused you of telling fibs before, but I'm starting to believe that you really might be friends with the Master of Destruction. Locating your friend is a high priority task, but it is not our only priority. To survive Doomsday, we will need your building skills. Chances of survival without Tran's help, 0. Chances of survival with Tran's help, slightly more than 0. When the Master of Destruction is rebooted, Doomsday will follow soon after. However, I'm not ready for the plug to be pulled on my life. However, there is a way we may be able to survive the destruction. I'm talking about an armed raid shelter. We'll protect our circuits in a robust shelter when Doomsday comes. We might just be able to live through the obliteration. You do not have time to construct a shelter. You need to find your friend? Well, that is your prerogative. However, I calculate that shelter would be of benefit to you too, Tran. Please hear me out. Many scared monsters are out there waiting for Doomsday to arrive. If they knew there was a shelter to protect them from destruction, they would seek refuge there. Perhaps some of them have information on your friend's coordinates. I calculate that this is the most efficient way to gather a comprehensive data set. I understand where you're coming from, Noah, but don't you think it should be for Tran to decide what's best to build? Indeed. Do not place your trust in this sinful builder. He cannot save us. Our salvation will come in the form of complete and utter destruction. Just be quiet. I'm not ready to power down. There's plenty of energy left in my fuel cells. I refuse to let it go to waste. Please, Tran, will you construct a safe shelter and rescue Malhalla's monsters? No. This is error detected in vocal recognition software. Reinitiating question protocol. The pleasure indicator is activated. Thank you, Tran. You have made an obstinate robot very happy. We must begin work on the shelter immediately. Doomsday is fast approaching. Iron blocks, huh? Well, good thing I have infinite iron, but I should also spaceship. Okay. But I should also try to find a reliable iron source, not because I need it, but just so it's not too different from a normal gameplay. Did you generate this blueprint, Tran? It will provide an excellent refuge for the monsters when it is complete. You're a genius. Who would have thought to upgrade the remains of the haven to a sleeper shelter for our monster mates? We would desecrate the unholy haven of Hargan. The Master of Destruction raised it with his own hand. Drawing a blueprint is all well and good, but how are you going to build it? We don't have any materials. Critical problem detected. No matter how much we squeeze Aristotle's he will never secrete any blocks. You seek to defile the haven of Hargan with your brutish blocks. Do not think for one moment I shall aid you in this sinful scheme, builder. Oh, that's right, I nearly forgot. Helen is one of the wisest priestesses and children of Hargan. If anyone knows where we can find material to build the blueprint, it's her. You are even more of an imbecile than you look. Even if I did know, why would I reveal such dangerous information to a builder and his traitorous lackeys, pray tell? You're just being selfish now. Your Plato nearly squeezed himself dry trying to get that oil before. Please, now you need to start pulling your own weight. Initiate priestess persuasion protocol. Remember, Tran is the master's friend. If you mistreat him, there is a high probability you will face punishment. That is pretty smart, actually. I refuse to believe that. It's inconceivable that this human could have formed a friendship with our master, isn't it? But if by some strange twist of fate he speaks the truth... Very well, I shall cooperate for now. So the course southwest of here, you will find the molted carapace of our master, shed as his power grew and his monstrous form changed. Bring back to me 5 terrible talons, 3 humongous horns, and 10 blocks of his scales. Succeed in this simple task, and I will tell you what I know. Did you hear that, Tran? She'll tell us how to make materials. Isn't that great? All we have to do is find the Master of Destruction's slimy old skin and bring back a few bits and blobs. I'll go with you. Head southwest from here until you come across a great section of the Master's Destruction's skin, shed as he transformed. Bring me 5 terrible talons, 3 humongous horns, and 10 blocks of scales, and I will tell you what I know. Look, it's another one of the gravitational globules. I mean, a deep goo-goo if that thing slurps us up. Let's look for another way around. And here's another one. If that thing swallows us up, we're sure to come to a sticky end. We can't go this way. Let's keep looking for a safe path. If we follow Helen's directions correctly, the Master's shed skin should be somewhat close. Gooey, is that what she was talking about? Those pointy things look like horns to me. We should bounce up for a closer look. What about those blocks? Do they look like scales to you, Tran? We'll have to go and check. I can't see any talons up there though. Maybe they're on the ground instead. Time to go for a closer look. Let's grab all the scales, horns, and claws we need and take them back to Helen. I doing this right? I don't know if it's the right way to go up here. I don't think it is. The world's gonna be destroyed now because Anessa could not leave well enough alone. Wow, what in the... If you grabbed everything and hadn't asked for it, let's head back to the Haven. You can't warp here, and the magic cape of yours won't work either, so we have to go on foot. Thanks for all your help, Tran. I'm starting to feel a great deal better about this whole horrendous situation. Doomsday can't be far off now. Goodbye, cruel world. It was nice knowing you. The builder returns, and with everything I asked him to collect from the builder's moat, no less. The arms that lash this land are indeed those of our lord. However, his power fluctuates uncontrollably, making his rampages violent and erratic. As he struggles to contain this burgeoning strength, he must destroy himself to be reborn ever stronger. Items I send you to gather are the remains of one of his discarded shells. That's a jelly interesting story. Why did you want us to bring back this slopped-off gunk? Are we going to build stuff out of it? Very well, I shall tell you what I know. The precise method has long been forbidden, but there is a way to transform these molten relics into usable materials. However, to do so requires an altar of the most monstrous nature, and one of our oh-so-clever builder has the wherewithal to dabble in the dark arts.
Yay!
Forbidden altar. What? You have learned how to build a forbidden altar? But this is a secret no human should know. Very well. Now that the secret is out, there is no reason to stop you from making use of it. Once you have crafted a forbidden altar, place any of the terrible talons, humongous horns, or blocks of scales inside it. After a short while, his unholy appendages will be transformed into the sinful materials you seek. Well, what are you waiting for? Make that forbidden altar and set to work. Malhalla is a land bereft of materials, but fear not. Simply place some sinister items, like terrible talents, into a forbidden altar to transform them into something useful. You must transform his moltings. If you're going to build this forbidden altar, then build it. Once you have done so, place within it any of the terrible talents, humongous horns, or blocks of scales you obtained earlier. Merely wait patiently, and the molten remnants of our master will be transformed into these dreadful materials you so wantonly desire. All I ask is that you show these abominable creations to me when you are finished. I must bear witness to your work with my own eye, though I am to do so. I need some bones. Where should I place this? How about here for now? Malrothium. Spaceship wall. I brought the forge with me, so we're good on the iron front. Find a place to plop that stuff down in. Alright, so the most useful thing are the scales then. So this is pernicious power, the forbidden altar at work. The Master of Destruction would not be impressed to learn his body parts have been converted into building materials. I fear we will all be punished for this. I knew it was a mistake to join hands with a human. I should have separated your head from your shoulders when I first had the chance. Well, better late than never. Only kidding. We shall all face the Master's judgment soon enough. Until then, you may use the forbidden altar to transform his detritus into your sinful materials at your leisure. Which of his discarded body parts will produce which items and in what numbers is for fate to decide. All you can do is persevere until your needs are met. Oh, it's random? This is great, Tran. Now that you know how to get the ingredients you need, it's time you showed us why the Children of Hargon hate you so much. Ricky, you say that, but I don't think our priest hated Tran. In fact, I think he's taken quite a bit of time to him. Not in the slightest. As a devotee and scholar of the Master of Destruction, I am really interested to learn more of the extent of his powers. It is most intriguing that his discarded debris could be put to use by his arch-nemesis. This is worthy of further study. The procedure confirmed. Place relics of Malhalla and the forbidden altar to create construction materials. Then you can use them to build a shelter, just like you spotted out in the blueprint. Sorry, Tran, but there's no way a monster can help you build. It's a sin. You'll have to handle the construction all by yourself. Thanks, guys. We'll get an extra one. I guess I'll have to go back and get a bunch more scales. How am I doing on all this stuff? Okay. Got enough Malrothium for this. Let's do another one. Alright, first things first. Spaceship corners. I mean, that is not it. Oh, come on. Is that really it? Oh, it is. Do what you will, Builder, but be warned, your friend will see fit to punish your infractions sooner or later. Corners are done. Let's put those up. Spaceship wall. That's not it. That's not it either. See, those are iron blocks underneath. Okay. And then spaceship walls on top. Alright, so the spaceship wall is done. Completed improvement detected. Is this the shelter? It's magnificent. Look everyone, the blueprint's finished. Well, it's certainly a stunning building you've made, Tran. I've never seen anything quite like it. Searching database. The outer walls are unlike anything found on Malhalla. Protection factor maximum. Survival chances increased. So you are the sworn enemy of the children of Hargon. You will rebuild one of our Order's most unholy havens in order to save us from destruction? There's something about you builders, something very peculiar, yet very interesting. No, not builders, but you, Tran. You are a most intriguing individual indeed. You truly are a friend to the Master of Destruction. Perhaps it would be wise of me to help you. After all, no matter what the children of Hargon's teachings tell us about builders, I'm sworn to serve mighty Malhalla first and foremost. I may need more later. Scales and tooth and whatever else, but it's fine. I'm gonna go and transform it all now. Blueprint completed. Quantum gratitude circuits activated. Thank you, Tran. Color exquisite. Form ditto. Architecture style future Hargonian. It is magnificent. My calculations suggest a flaw in the design. Is the shelter really finished? Your system must be gunked with goo, Noah. As far as I can tell, this place looks great. The shelter's appearance is not the problem. I calculate that holding capacity is too low to rescue many monsters. Furthermore, recent aura field readings indicate that Tran has a far greater aptitude for building than this simple shelter would suggest. We have much more work to do if we want to save all our monster comrades. I hope you will continue to assist us. But Noah said the shelter is a splodge on the small side. I think he was right. We won't fit many monsters in there. It'd be fine for slimes like me. We can squeeze into the tightest spaces, but not all monsters can do that. We really need something bigger, but would you be able to build a humongous shelter all by yourself? It's a big ask for one Gooman. What? You don't even bash your bell to bring people in and they go off and do all the building for you? That's genius. We had a few more friends to help out with the building work, making a bigger shelter be oozy as pie. Oh, but there aren't any bells around. How are we going to do this? Ho ho ho. What's the matter, Tran? This little problem shouldn't stump someone like you. If you don't have it, build it. Isn't that the nitty-gritty of being a builder? I left something very important behind for you, remember? Rack your brains and see if you can't figure out a way to put it to use. What's the splatter, Tran? Are you trying to work out how to build a bell? If you do figure out how to build it, I think it'd go very nicely in front of the shelter. You mean where we're standing? Builder's bell. A bell imbued with the spirit of a builder that inspires inventiveness and ingenuity. One builder soul coming up. Tran obtains a builder's bell. You're telling the truth about your friendship with the master. It may be in my best interest to help you after all. Goo-wee. Is that the builder's bell? It's not as gruesome as I imagined. In fact, it's rather lovely. Hey everyone, look at this. Tran's made something super duper for us. Warning. High levels of building energy detected. This profane idol sullies the unholy haven of Hargon. How did I allow this to happen? Super, a bell. So, what are we supposed to do with it? I know I could get the heart automatically, but I wanted the oil too. Well, what are you waiting for? Give the builder's bell a great big clang and it'll attract friends from far and wide, right? Then we can all help you make the shelter even more enormous and ride out Goomsday together. That's easier said than done. Watchers around here are all thought to vote the Toad Hargon. We'll never persuade them to build. This is collating possible scenarios. Chances of attracting monsters maximum. Chances of monsters begin building minimal. I just can't see anyone wanting to help out. Who ever heard of a monster building anyway? Just because we haven't before doesn't mean we can't start now. Anything a Gooman can do, we can do better. The sound of that bell echoes in the air. Monsters will come from miles around to see what's going on, right? Grimva and Noah don't seem to think this will work, but we'll never know unless we give it a go. What's that? It's always worked with Goomans, but you've never tried it with monsters before? Well, Goomans and monsters are very different. There's no telling what might go down. We can't let that stop us. When they hear about the shelter, I'm sure the other monsters will agree to help. Don't forget, some of them might be glued up on where they might find your friend. So go on, Tran, ring that bell.